Hi, today lemongrass is going to be the star of my soup. Thai pumpkin soup. We're going to use them for our Thai pumpkin soup today. So, Thai pumpkin soup. Today, our checklist ingredient is, of course, lemongrass. Yeah, okay. And we've got these chilies and a couple of shallots, as well as these cloves of garlic, which I'm going to blend. Before blending, I'm just gonna make sure that I've got my butter prepared and my oil, which we will fry later with the ingredients, and the stock, as well as the coconut milk. Right, I'm gonna start cutting this up. So, can't really stick the whole entire lemongrass in the blender. So you have to actually make smaller pieces. You can actually smell it already once you cut that. Okay, once we're ready, just gonna pop this into the blender. Okay, that should do. And then now the shallots. That was 2 shallots, so I already cut the first one. Just gonna slice them roughly. Then the chilies. Okay, as you can see, I've already prepped the chilies. You don't see any of the seeds in them because the chilies are quite hot already. You don't wanna. If you want a little bit more heat, of course, just leave the seeds in. And then, of course, lastly, our garlic. Ta-da! All in, ready for blending. Okay, so our next step after blending, we need to make sure that you've already gotten your pumpkin pre-boiled. So I've done that already. Okay, and this is what it should look like. You can either put them in the oven, bake them for about 20 minutes, or cut them up small and boil them, and then they're half soft, and you take them out, strain with a strainer, and then they're ready. Just put them aside. Okay, so I'm gonna heat some oil and butter. So I'm just going to do that now. So put the 1 tablespoon of oil. So the butter and the oil is already melted. Put the blended ingredients in that we blended earlier. Yes. What we're gonna do now is just gonna stir, and we have to keep stirring it because we don't want to burn the ingredients. So our general rule is just wait until the smell rises, the aroma comes out of it, and then you're ready to plop in the other ingredients. So if you see the oil separating from the husk, don't worry about it. Just just keep stirring. Okay, nice. And this is about right, almost. Just gonna let it sit for a bit. Not so spicy as I expected, so it's good that we took out the seeds from the chili. Okay, right. So you can also hear that sizzling. Yeah. And now's about the time to get that 1.5 cup stock in. So I've got 1 cup of stock here, and what I've done earlier, because I boiled the pumpkin, I left some water out, so another 1/2 cup of water out. So what we're gonna do is just gonna get another 1/2 cup in. That's about 1/2 cup. Recipe calls for 1.5 cup of chicken stock or vegetable stock, so that's what we're gonna do. But what I've done is just 1 cup of stock and the other 1/2 cup of the water from the boiled pumpkin. So I'm gonna let it sit. It boils just about 10 minutes, and then we'll put the pumpkin on. Alright, so after letting it simmer, just gonna bring the heat down a little bit, so over boil, because it's already starting to boil. And then we're just going to transfer the already parboiled pumpkin into, just gonna do it like this. Ooh, okay, not a good idea, sorry. Just going to, when you're popping it in, because the soup is really hot, it's best to transfer the chunks in facing away from you, otherwise you get splashes all over. There you go, my gosh. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm gonna mix it a bit, just let it just sit in for a bit. Okay, yep, go. Okay, and we're just gonna wait for one more boil up. So I'm gonna just bring the heat back up. Okay, so I'm gonna pour in the coconut milk, just really gently. Blender. So I'm gonna stick the blender in nice and deep inside, and don't lift it up because you don't want to spatter. Okay, and I'm gonna do a little pulse first, and then just to leave some pumpkin bits, just for, I suppose, the look of it, Okay, that's looking good. So this is what the soup should look like, and the consistency of it, quite thick. And if you dig right into it, there's some chunks you find, and I like to leave that also, that's quite nice, so people know it's actually pumpkin in there. Okay, let's give it a taste before we season it a little bit. Here we go. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, it's good. Oh yeah. One thing though, because you remember, if you recall, we had the lemongrass blended in. So some lemongrass actually has a lot more fibers in it. So you might wanna sieve it before serving. All right, but it's good. Right, let's serve some up. Ooh, some chunks there, you can see. Ow. And then let's just get some freshly basil leaf. Freshly picked basil leaf from my neighbor's garden. Okay, and there you go. Now that the soup is done, let's try it out. It's really wholesome. It's sweet because of the pumpkin. Not so spicy, but you can taste the chili and definitely taste the lemongrass. I guess that's why it's called Thai pumpkin soup. You know what? I'm gonna finish this off camera. So I'll see you guys next time.